Good morning, it's Jim from Personal Best. It's early, it's about 6:24 a.m. Sunday morning. Today is, I never keep up with the days, I don't know, it's like the 24th. It's a Sunday before Thanksgiving. Anyway, today's Personal Best is going to be 9 miles. I slept a little bit last night, but like I said, I made a post yesterday. It was the post with just my legs. As much as I think about this Personal Best all week long and just get so excited for knocking it out and doing it and having that feeling that I have when I get done, it's just incredible. So I was up early. Actually, my wife got up earlier than I did. Cooper sleeps on my wife's side, our dog, and Mia sleeps with us. When he's ready to get up, or if he's got something wrong, he'll come put his paws on the bed, try and wake you up, get your attention, and we're like, lay down, whatever. Well, then he started gagging, so Monita, that always jumps her up like a kid gagging, right? So she took him outside and let him do his thing. Well, then after that, I couldn't sleep, so I just went ahead and got up. I knew I was going to be getting up at 5 anyway, and it was about 4:15 or so, a little bit after when all that happened. Anyway, totally fired up, fixing to get out there and get after it. It's still, I can see the sunrise on the horizon to the east there, just barely. It's early. Sun should be coming up 7:05. So I'm actually getting out about, 30, 40 minutes earlier than I normally would. But I'm going to knock this 9 miles out, and then Thanksgiving weekend, next weekend, we're going to do 10 miles. So anyway, I'll holler at y'all maybe about halfway through. And we're going to watch the sun. We're going to get out here and do some walking, and we're going to watch the sunrise come up. Fired up. Hey guys, I just passed 5 miles right in front of my house, so feeling really good. When I started walking this morning, I think it was about 39 degrees. It's probably about 44 right now. Sun's up. Learned a lesson for sure. If you've seen the first part of the video, I don't know, it might be 2 separate videos, but I usually splice them together. I mentioned that I had gotten up earlier than I expected. So what did that do? That gave me a chance to hydrate a little bit too much. And man, I'm telling you, about not even halfway through my second lap. I mean, I'm like literally 3/4 of a mile away from the house. Man, I had to pee bad. So holding that and walking, getting through that, I thought, well, I'll just go to the bathroom in the park. Lo and behold, I get to it. It's locked. I don't know if anybody was in there. The light was on. I couldn't tell. It didn't matter. I pulled on the door, it didn't open, it was locked, so I had to go about another 1/4 mile to get to the house. Just ran off in the backyard. So anyway, I go another 2 laps, a little bit less than 2 laps, and I'm feeling it again. I'm like, oh my God, really? So I thought, well, I got to nip it in the bud, because I ain't going to go as long as I did last time. I barely didn't make it, or I barely made it. And right when I was going through the gate in the backyard, I turned my 5 miles. So anyway, 4 miles left. Feeling good, gonna knock it out. And one of the easiest things that I do to set my mind on this Personal Best once I get going is when I get that first mile done, immediately in my mind I'm like, well, I know I can do whatever it is I got left because I did it last week, right? So the first mile is the only thing that's different, not the last mile, because the last mile was already done last week. So once I get that first mile done, I knew I only had 8 miles to go today, and I did 8 miles last week. Actually 8.7, because I turned 8 miles directly opposite where my house is on the next street over. So I still had 3/4 of a mile to go. So I did 8.7. I don't know what it's going to end up today. I know where I turned. I mean, I might end up getting close to 10 today, but I'm not going to count the 10. I'm only counting the 9. But it'll show in my screenshot of my Adidas app. It'll show the total. So it may be close to 10. Because depending on where that 9 miles turns, it's not like I'm going to turn around and go home. I'm going to finish that lap. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. That the first lap is the only thing that's different. Because everything else I did the week before. So as long as I can get that first lap done, I know I'm going to make it. You know, unless something out of my control happens. That doesn't allow me to, but I'm not even going to speak those words. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I got 4 to go, a little less than 4 now, and I'll do an ending video. I'll do one at the end when I get done. Fired up. Hey guys, so I just figured something out basically, because I'm that smart mathematician guy, right? I mentioned on the last video that I had just passed 5 miles walking into the backyard at my house. So I'm about 5 3/4. I'm like, you know what? If I pass 5 miles there, more than likely, if I went another 5, which would be 10, I'm gonna end right at the house. So I just passed 6 miles and that confirmed it. Basically what happens because of the lap that I walk is more than a mile, is that every 5 miles it resets. So I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It's not a big deal, but I just thought I'd share it with you. So I'm really believing that 9 miles is going to turn somewhere about a 1/4 mile or a little bit more past my house. So I'm going to end up actually walking 10 today, I believe. But like I said, I'm not counting it. I'm counting it as 9. Next week is my one that I set out to walk 10. And who knows, that might end up being 11 plus, I don't know. Anyway, that's the way it's working out. Just thought I'd share that. Fire it up. Woohoo! 9 miles. I'm out here on Jupiter Road. My house is about 3/10 of a mile back that way, which means by finishing this lap I'm on, I am gonna do 10 miles today, unintentionally. So my goal was 9. I intentionally walked 9 miles. I completed my goal. Unintentionally, I'm gonna end up walking 10 miles because I'm gonna finish this lap. Next week, my goal will be 10 miles and I will intentionally walk 10 miles because what I'm smart enough to have figured out today, like I said, is every 5 miles is gonna end at my house, which is the end of a lap, not the end of a mile, except for every 5 miles. So anyway, I'm fired up. Woo! Guys, get yourself a challenge. Look, don't make it about the diet. Don't make it about the losing weight. Don't make it about all of that. Make it about a challenge, a physical challenge that you are putting on yourself, that you will commit to. Because all week long, I don't even think about my fasting. It's just second nature now. I don't think about the eating. What my mind is focused on every single week, every day, excuse me, is this right here, my personal best walk. And I'm fired up about it. It's an accomplishment. It feels good. No one can take that away from me. How many people can say that they've done it? look, I'm just gonna keep going with it. That's all there is to it. 9 miles today, intentionally. Next week, 10 miles intentionally. Anyway, fired up. Hope you have an awesome Sunday. Probably won't do another video. This will be the ending video for this week. Follow me, message me. If you want to be part of the Personal Best group, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about you following my journey, about you getting your journey started and you doing your personal best. Anyway, give it some thought. Don't think too long. Get out and do something. Get your body in motion. Don't wait. The time slips by too fast. Fire it up.